Big Brother 27 Live feeds Week 10. Thursday Night Highlights. It was a busy night for the new head of household for Week 10 of Big Brother 27 as they settled into their role. They have a clear plan and know which Big Brother house guests they want to put up for eviction. However, there is a lot of pushback on this plan. Find out which BB27 house guests will likely see the block and who is pushing back on this plan below. Sign up now to try the live feeds on Paramount+. Don't forget to sign up for the Big Brother live feeds right now so you don't miss anything else this season. Enjoy! Back up and read the daytime highlights report before moving on to overnight events. Big Brother 27 Live Feed Highlights. Thursday, September 11th, 2025. 10:19 p.m. BBT feeds return from the live show and HOH competition. HGs are talking about Zingbot. 10:20 p.m. BBT. Sounds like Zingbot zinged Morgan and Vince about their relationship. Morgan mentions her rubbing his arm to wake him up being mentioned. She says she's just a nurturing person. 10:25 p.m. BBT. Ava and Kelly seem nervous about going up. All she knows is that he won't put up Morgan. Kelly says, his best friend and supposed girlfriend. That's what Zingbot said according to them. Sounds like Vince won HOH. 10:27 p.m. BBT. Ava just confirmed that she is likely going on the block because Vince is HOH. 10:45 p.m. BBT. All cams are on Kelly crying in bed. 10:50 p.m. BBT. Morgan tells Ashley that she really hopes that Vince puts Lauren up. Says he knows the dangers of Lauren never hitting the block. Adds that Lauren could go the whole game without hitting the block if he doesn't. 11 p.m. BBT. Morgan tells Vince that he is better off being safe this week and not being able to play next week. Says that she thinks he was going to be a target this week. 11:05 p.m. BBT. Vince tells Morgan he was hoping that she won this one. Morgan says she was too because she really wanted to make that move, putting Lauren up. 11:07 p.m. BBT. Morgan is trying to explain to Vince why he has to put Lauren up because if she wins the veto she will use it on Kelly or Ava. If that happens, Vince will have to put Ashley up and then Keanu will win the BB blockbuster, leaving him, Ava/Kelly, Lauren, and Keanu controlling the vote, which means Ashley will be evicted, lessening Morgan's chances of staying next week. 11:10 p.m. BBT. Vince says he will talk to Lauren and make sure that she doesn't use the veto on either Ava or Kelly. Morgan asks if he is going to nominate Lauren and he says he doesn't want to. He says his target order this week is Ava, Keanu, and then Kelly. 11:20 p.m. BBT. Vince is tabling this conversation for now. Tells Morgan they can talk more about it later when he gets his HOH room. 11:30 p.m. BBT. It's time for Vince's HOH room reveal. He didn't get any pictures of Kelsey this time, but says he assumed his pictures would all be of family this time. His letter is from his mom. Says he isn't going to cry since Zingbot called him a crybaby. 11:55 p.m. BBT. Keanu is pushing for Lauren, Ava, and Kelly to go on the block. Says he has to break up that trio and Lauren's streak of not being on the block. Vince tells him he doesn't want to nominate Lauren this week. 12 a.m. BBT. Keanu tells Vince that he still thinks the right move this week is to get Lauren out. Vince tells him he is nominating Ava, Kelly, and Ashley. 12:30 a.m. BBT. Keanu promises to vote out Ava this week if Vince nominates Lauren. 12:35 a.m. BBT. It's time for Vince and Lauren to chat. They immediately celebrate Vince's win. 12:45 a.m. BBT. Lauren tells Vince she thinks he should put up Ava, Kelly, and Ashley, and if Lauren wins veto, she will take Ava down so Vince could put Keanu up. Vince says he would rather the veto used on Ashley and says he wants Ava gone. 12:50 a.m. BBT. Lauren asks Vince if he is in an alliance with Ashley because she was really excited when he won HOH. Vince denies it. 1:10 a.m. BBT. Vince has told Lauren a few times that he doesn't want the veto used on Ava or Kelly, but she hasn't promised not to do it. 1:15 a.m. BBT. Morgan is complaining about her zing again to Ashley and Ava. 1:30 a.m. BBT. Vince asks Lauren who she would use the veto on if it was Ava, Kelly, and Ashley. She says she would use it on Ava. 1:35 a.m. BBT. Vince tells Lauren he would rather her promise not to use the veto on Ava or Kelly if she wins than risk having to put her on the block. 1:45 a.m. BBT. Lauren promises Vince that Ava and Kelly aren't coming for him. They are going after Keanu and Morgan. 2:15 a.m. BBT Vince tells Morgan that he wants to nominate Kelly, Ava, and Keanu. Morgan says that her and Ashley won't use the veto, but Lauren would because her 2 votes to stay in this house are on the block. 2:20 a.m. BBT Morgan is telling Vince that sending Ava out this week is dumb. Says if he really wants to do that then nominate Kelly, Ava, and Keanu and she will just hope she doesn't go next week. 2:50 a.m. BBT Morgan asks Vince how far he wants to take Lauren. He says he doesn't care how far she goes because he thinks he can beat her. Morgan says, so, do you want to take her to F2? And he says no, but Morgan says that is essentially what he just told her. 2:55 a.m. BBT Ashley has joined the conversation. After both of them pushing for Lauren to go up, Vince asks them if he puts Lauren up, he would need both of them to promise to keep her. Ashley says she will if it's against Kelly, but Morgan hesitates. 3:10 a.m. BBT Vince says that Lauren going this week would hurt his game. Ashley says she doesn't even want Lauren to go and Morgan agrees. They just don't want her to be able to use the veto on Ava or Kelly. 3:15 a.m. BBT Morgan tells Vince that for him, she won't vote Lauren out and would consider using the veto on her if she won it. Vince is set on keeping Lauren off the block. Lauren is set on taking Ava down if she wins veto, and Morgan, Ashley, and Keanu are set on telling Vince he is an idiot if he doesn't nominate Lauren this week. Deep down, he knows it, but that's not going to stop him from not putting Lauren on the block this week. Unless there is a huge shift on Monday, which could happen, Vince is likely going to burn bridges with 2 of his strongest allies. Could be fun to watch.